Well, Devil May Cry 3. Last time we left off, we're trying to get to Vergil for the first fight, but unfortunately, we're kind of sidetracked.
Obstacles. What a nuisance.
Yeah, I kind of want to fight Vergil already. I think we should call it a session after that, because I think we should do all of our sections by Vergil.
Yeah.
Like, after we beat him, we're done recording for this game for the day.
I think actually that's a good idea.
That's a good idea, because there's like, what, 20 missions in this game? So we've got like a quarter of them. So like, this is what, mission 7?
8, I think.
Okay, so we're like almost halfway there. Yeah, this is not a really long game, but that's fine.
But the thing that makes it long is trying to master it and look for all the crap.
This is one of those games where, like, after you beat it, you'll want to go back and replay it with all the weapons and your upgrades, and then own everyone.
Yeah, because you feel so OP.
I wouldn't say OP, because, like, they always give you the harder difficulties.
Yeah, that's true. You still feel pretty awesome.
Yeah, but still. This fucker. Another thing about this game is, like, it'll introduce bosses, and then there'll be a normal enemy you fight. Like this fucker.
Oh, dude.
So I came up with an original story. What were you saying?
Oh, like just this quick. Like, imagine like if your girlfriend came over, like you close your door, like you're in your room for who knows how long, and like your friend's like, what do you think they're doing? I'm like, I don't know. So like they go up and they hear this sound, like like a squeaky sound like that, like really loud, and then you hear that's incredible. They're like, what the fuck is going on? And, like you're just on your chair, like rocking back and forth, and then she's like reading a book.
Ah,
That'd be pretty funny.
it wasn't funny.
The kid was like, what the fuck's going on? They're up in this
Mom! So we put the crystal... Wow, it took Indiana Jones a whole fucking film to get the crystal skull. It only took us one mission. And a half.
Okay, your story.
Okay, Okay, the original story I made, or the one I was gonna say anyway?
The one you're gonna say anyway.
Okay, so I met someone in college, because you meet a bunch of different people in college, and, this guy, he said... Because he's in an English class, I don't have it with him, whatever, it's a long story. But anyway, he says he would rather read Shakespeare than read comic books. And he hates Shakespeare. Like, he says, like, comic books are, like, the one thing I could never get into. Like, I couldn't force my... He didn't even know who Dr. Doom was.
Wow.
Like, and me and my other friend, John, we were just looking at him like, we... Just for, like, a brief moment, we looked at each other and we went... Like, fucking, I know people that don't know anything about superheroes and they know who Dr. Doom is. Like, just the name, you know?
Yeah. Wow.
I'm like, fuck.
So, your other story, your original story.
Okay, so the story I came up with, I was bored, and sometimes I come up with ideas in my head. My original story was, I was actually inspired by Devil May Cry to make this, So anyway, mine is that, like, the Grim Reaper is actually, like, the barrier between heaven, hell, and earth.
Oh, cool concept.
And the reason, and like how it happens is that originally, because you know how Satan's a fallen angel or whatever.
I know, fallen
so
angel.
I said like he is the original. I'll explain the story during the boss fight.
All right.
Just trying to think of how I could sum it up. Oh, for a second, I thought we lost sound. I'm like, no! This scene is so epic.
You showed up.
You sure know how to throw a party. No food, no drinks, and the only babe just left.
My sincerest apology, brother. I was so eager to see you, I couldn't concentrate on preparations for the bash.
Whatever. At any rate, it's been a whole year since we last met. How about a kiss from your little brother? Or better yet, how about a kiss from this?
Ooh. Them fighting words.
So, this is what they call a heartwarming family reunion, eh?
You got that right.
The hype is real!
You gotta love him, that Yamato. That's so
I also love the soundtrack for this fight. It's so amazing!
Yeah. And then what you get after this fight?
Oh, the Devil Trigger?
Yeah. That's fun. back home or getting wrecked.
Fuck! I was trying to go for this whole fight without getting hit. I've done that before.
Impressive.
Yeah, once you know Vergil's pattern, he's not that hard in this fight. Anyway, my story. So anyway, my idea was like, there was this reincarnation for, so anyway, you know Satan's a fallen angel, right? Well, there was so much sin going around in, this kind of reveals spoiler from my story, but I don't think it's ever going to get made, unfortunately.
Okay.
Satan, it became like God's right-hand man, or whatever. And by the way, in my series, you don't see God until like the very end, for a plot twist.
Okay.
And, so anyway, so Satan controls everything, and, eventually he, like, succumbs to, like, his power, and then he falls in love with a woman, and, like, he wants to, like, give her everything, like, quite literally, so it corrupts him, and he starts disobeying God or whatever.
Yeah.
But God doesn't know that because he puts his full faith in, Lucifer or whatever. So, like, this noble man who really wants to, he's, like, one of the few good people on Earth, he comments about it and he tells God, and thus he loses his privileges as the Grim Reaper. And then he gives it to the reincarnated man. And then Satan gives but he's still alive because he mastered his own power. And basically, he said, like, so they keep reincarnating over, like, several years. So, like, but as time builds up, the scythe of the Grim Reaper, the power builds up more and more and more and more.
Yeah.
And that's why the Grim Reaper won't kill the reincarnation, but he'll fight him to, like, make him become more powerful, right? So anyway, it's, like, oh, that's so cool.
Okay, so he'll fight him, so...
I kind of want to see this. I'm trying to think of how I can explain it.
Alright, then.
Refuse to gain power. The power of our father, Sparta.
Plus the level we come up with is my least favorite in the game, so...
I don't have a father.
Darth Vader.
I just don't like you. That's all.
What a jerk. Look, we're back at the intro.
Yeah.
Foolishness, Dante. Foolishness. Might controls everything, and without strength, you cannot protect anything. Let alone yourself.
Oh, wait, no, in my story, the devil is actually breaking the balance that he's supposed to maintain.
Okay.
So, then afterwards, that fight happens. So, eventually... But, like, Satan, like, is given his own powers, right?
Yeah.
So then, like, eventually, he, God, what was it? I had something really cool. So anyway, he doesn't kill the reincarnation, because if you kill the reincarnation, you end the line forever.
Yeah.
So, like, over the centuries, he's been battling him because he wants to build up, because, like, before he lost his... Oh, wait.
Yes. Now the spell Sparta cast will be broken.
Yes! Ooh.
I see a devil inside you has awakened as well.
Wait. We should leave.
Yeah, because we would get our asses handed to us.
At that moment, yeah.
Devil trigger!
Yeah.
The end?
Let's see. Okay, so you're...
Okay, so in my story... So, like, in my story, the whole thing is, like... The scythe was imbued with, like, demonic and, like, angelic power as well. And depending on the person's emotions and personality at the time, like, it tends to go both ways. So the devil throughout centuries plays this game with the reincarnated. And every time this person's reincarnated, he's always in his 20s. He has no idea who he is, and he has to rediscover himself every time he's reincarnated.
Yeah.
So like, he has no childhood, and plus he has no memories of any previous experiences, so it's always thrusted upon him. So like, fuck, what was it? Man, I don't really remember. Like, if I could write it down and write a script, I probably could do it, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But like, eventually, like, the devil manipulates this guy, I don't remember what name I gave him, to go to a church and pick up the scythe, because, like, it's always in this one church, and a priest is always there, and his job is to actually train the Grim Reaper to fight and use his powers every reincarnation cycle. So, like, afterwards... Oh, I love this song.
Yeah. I have it on my iPod.
Every time I want to get pumped up or something, I play this.
I bought it. It was worth
It was $50. Worth it! No, I'm just kidding.
And this part is so epic.
Unlimited ammo for the win! Damn! Why can't we do that in the game?
That'd be so cool if you could.
If you could shoot and swing your sword at the same time.
Yeah.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah.
This is so awesome. I don't know why he's doing it, but it's awesome. Dun da 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 dun da 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 da. Oh fuck! I hate this level. It's like, what's the point of this level? Like, really?
Okay, so blah blah training.
Okay, so with the training, he realizes what he has to do. So anyway, he brings in demons and stuff. So like, he finally tells him like why he's never killed any previous reincarnation and why. There's a love interest in there too. I'm just trying to go through the bare minimum. I'm upgrading my devil trigger. I got plenty of stuff. But anyway, stars. From Resident Evil. Stars. But anyway, through my story. So eventually, the devil actually gets the scythe, and he brings like hell on Earth, and he becomes like powerful enough to fight God or whatever. But like, in actuality, since it's been with that reincarnated spirit for so long, it's like actually connected to him, and like he is the only one that has like the true power of it.
Yeah.
There's also a sequel with like the devil's son, Damien or whatever. That's like for a sequel or something. And then like they have this one final fight, but before he draws the final blow, God puts them all in purgatory, and he says, "I'm not killing one of my own angels." And he's like, "What the fuck? I thought that was my whole purpose." So anyway, he says like he has his punishment. He gets everything he wants, but it's an illusion for all eternity.
Oh, wow.
So, like, he gets the woman he loves, he gets the kingdom he has, but it's all an illusion. None of it's happening. So, like, in the end, the devil, because he never gets over it, like, he's supposed to symbolize someone that can't move on from the past. So, like, he actually has a choice. And if this was a video game, I give you the choice of whether or not you execute the devil and go rogue, or whether or not you accept that path and, like, give him that punishment of illusion. Because, in a way, it's like, yeah, it's not real, but at the same time, you're giving him what he wants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyway, then a whole fight breaks out between, like, demons and angels, and then realizes that, you know, if you're the barrier between heaven, earth, and hell, you should just do your own thing, and, like, you pay attention to no one. He's the first reincarnation that actually fights back. So it's sort of like the devil. Remember when he fought back?
Yeah.
So that's interesting. It's like, does he go down that path of being like the devil, or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I like that concept. I'd read that story.
Yeah.
Also, after you finish this mission, let's call it a session. I need to take a piss. Be right back.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you thought of my story, because I didn't do a good job summarizing it, but in, like, general, it's like, if I could write it down and, like, make it, I would, but unfortunately, I might do that. I haven't thought about it, though. I haven't thought about that story in several years, to be honest. This is what I hate about this fucking mission, is that, literally, I think it's behind the bus. I want to say it's behind the bus. That's, like, always the last place I look. Yep. It blends in with the background, so it's kind of hard. Nope, it's the demon vagina. Alright. Ew, Spider-Man. Actually, I'm on the... I have the... Yeah. So for some reason, I thought I had the trickster style equipped. Okay, so we have to come back to this area, and then when we get that, we'll have the item to open that door, and that's how we get to the... You'd think I would run away from that, but no, I'm getting straight for that thing, because to be quite frankly, you get a crap ton of great. Do you ever run away from this tapeworm thing? I always fought it.
Yes, I did once.
Run away or fought it?
Run away, like the first time I actually played something, like, oh fuck that. But that was just the first time, and then I realized, oh wait, I can fight that thing.
Yeah.
So then I fought it. But yeah, the first time I ran away from it.
I think that's what I did. And then in my sequel, it's all about... Yeah. My favorite part of my story is the illusion part, where it's like you're giving him what he wants, but at the same time it's an illusion, so none of it's real. Yeah. And it brings up a good concept of, is it a punishment, or is it actually a reward, and in the end he gets what he wants? It's supposed to, like, make you question, is that a punishment?
Yeah, I get me.
What do you think? Is that a punishment for being an illusion, but it's what he always wanted, and he gets it for all eternity?
I think,
but, like, it's not really true.
I think, does he know it's an illusion, or not?
Yes, he's told it's an illusion throughout the whole time, and he just accepts it.
Well, in a way, like, I think, like, it's more of a punishment because he knows that what he's experiencing is not real, that none of that...
Yeah, but it's his only way of true happiness, and that's the closest he ever gets to what he wants.
I guess so, like, in a way that would be a reward, but honestly, I think it'd be more of a punishment. Honestly, like, for me,
okay,
like, there'd always be a little part of me that knows, like, this isn't real.
Yeah, exactly. That's
for me, that's what I think would be the punishment.
But could you argue that if he's in the illusion for such a long time, he just perceives it as real?
Eventually, yeah. But, like, even if he, like, believes that it's real, like, deep down, there's gonna be this little part of him that knows it's not real.
I know.
So I think, like, that little part right there is the punishment.
Yeah, well, my character, like, says, like, isn't that... You know, that's what brings you to that final decision. Like, if it was a video game, I give you the final decision of what you want to do, you know?
Yeah.
What would you do?
Like,
would you let him live in that illusion forever, or would you end him forever?
I would end him forever.
Then you go rogue. Yeah, that was just an idea I had. I was just bored one day, and I'm like,
I like that idea.
I'm like, yeah.
It'd be an interesting comic. It'd be a good book. Should write a script and publish it. That's what J.K. Rowling did. She just started doing
Yeah.
writing her ideas down on paper. She sent it to us. She was like, okay, we like the concept, redo this, and then she did that.
I'll do it.
She like redoes it like 6 times later. It's like, all right, we got a book.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you should do that. I'd read that book. I'd be the first to buy your book.
And the sequel would be in the back is always like Damien, the son of Satan, and it's always about how he's his son, but he's not someone that he only exists for the sole purpose of existing, not because he actually loves her or anything. So throughout the whole time he tries to get he thinks that by acquiring the scythe and defeating his father, that's the only way he can prove that he is actually his son. So that brings up the whole question too. Originally I had the dumb plot like the reincarnated person was the son, but then I'm like, that's just... But also the reincarnated person is the one who took away that kingdom as well. So could you argue that if he does kill him, he's just doing the same thing he did centuries ago?
I have to think about it. I honestly would have to think about it. Like if that book was made, it'd be one of those that have like people like, no, this would be this. No, it's because of this. You know?
Is it a punishment? Is it the same events that happened all over again? And it brings up the question: is like, should anyone have that amount of power?
Honestly, I don't think so.
No, I agree. Like, I'm writing it, and I'm telling you right now, it's supposed to be corruption no matter what. Like, yes, he's doing the right thing, but he eventually thinks that, like, because it's his power, that he can do whatever he wants with it, and that's why he becomes corrupt with it. Basically gets a messiah complex.
I never understood something. Like, why are there demons inside this gigantic demon's stomach?
Because it's part of game design.
That's stupid.
Whoa, are we talking about, like, story or gameplay? Because gameplay, it has to be here.
Story.
Well, it ain't a plus.
Couldn't they do like instead of having the demons like have like?
Or what if it's antibiotic?
Exactly, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, that might be what it is.
But they look too not antibiotic.
Yeah, how do you know?
Because you can tell by the ones, like.
No, they're white blood cells. I win.
So, what if I see one that doesn't look like,
herpes? The whale has herpes. It's like boring level in the game. Like, this is the only time you're in the whale. Like, other than that, what's the point? Like, there's no reason to be here either. It's just, yeah, you're here.
Yeah, it doesn't can't you go back to look at the whale and then it's like kind of decomposed?
Yeah, but it's like, what's the point of that thing?
So what does that look all technical? Like,
this?
Yeah.
I think it's its heart or its arteries.
Its arteries look very technology.
Well, it shoots lasers. Yeah. Dude, I don't know what this section is. I feel like this level was brought in here just because they thought it looked cool and they're like, yeah, fuck it. Time to use Devil Trigger. Like, I don't like this fight either. It's just really long and boring.
I already gone. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess those could be white blood cells.
I view them as that. I mean, honestly, I just don't even care. Like, this level is so forgettable. Like, you could probably take this, like, out of the script, and I don't think it would matter. I don't really think it changes anything.
No, not really, no.
This is also when I wish I had the double jump.
This is one of those things like I think like if he was saying he's like, oh yeah, and on the way there I killed the big whale, but don't worry, don't forget.
Pretty much.
I mean, oh yeah, I killed a giant monster on the way.
I mean, you see this thing in the very beginning of the game, but other than that, it's like, who really gives a damn? I don't want to write my story now.
You should, dude. I read it. I would read it.
Like, it sounds clunky right now, but that's because I'm trying to explain it.
I would read that story.
Yeah.
Seriously, good luck with J.K. Rowling. It's kind of, I don't know. Because all it takes is one step. Like that one little thing. And think about it, J.K.
If 50 fucking Shades of Grey can be turned into a book, I can be turned into a
and a
book.
movie.
Don't talk about that. That movie should have been like, I can't believe they actually tried to make that movie good. Like, they were like, dude, just make it like The Room, where it's like intentionally bad. I think, I'm not lying, I would watch it.
Wanna know a book that I'm sad got a movie?
What?
Twilight.
What's Twilight?
Twilight is such a shitty ass vampire movie.
Never heard of it. I'm joking. Honestly, those movies are so bad, I think you should just watch them and just like make fun of them.
Actually, Honest Trailers did that, like, it said like Twilight, like a book that teenage girls are too stupid to realize. No, it said like that it's only read by like teenage girls too stupid to go to Hunger Games or something.
Probably. I don't like Hunger Games that much either, to be honest.
I don't really like it. Oh, I watch the movies because I'm like, wonder what happens next.
Jennifer Lawrence is hot, that's why I'm watching it. Just get a heart attack already, for God's sakes!
Cardiac arrest.
Lasers! Just curious what happened. Fuck! Please just die already! Oh, thank God!
Imagine that one strike cost you and you had to do that.
People once cried out in
I had gold.
Look, he just goes to the no significance.
I know! The whale has no significance!
a foundation that brought out fear.
That's the name of this part. Insignificant whale.
Oh yeah, we would call it that, yeah. That'd be good.
Yes. Fear. Can't you feel it? The rage and agonies of the people.
We the people.
Those who find here.
Friends of the People, isn't the show?
Evil
It's like a comedic show, it's pretty funny. It's like a
talking about Friends?
Friends of the People.
Never heard of it. I've
It's
heard
like
of Friends.
it's a comedic show. It's pretty funny. Like one of those comic sketch like TMP.
Oh, okay.
Only there's like 6 people in total.
So like Saturday Night Live?
Kind of like that, yeah. But that's kind of like the whole the whole show.
Okay.
It's pretty funny.
So they opened the doors to get to Tim and the Groove.
Yeah, like there's this one like they're having holding a dunking contest. All these people doing all these amazing dunks. Yeah. These 2 twins are like, nah, this is terrible. Then no, you know. And then like this one guy comes up, he does one normal dunk, and they're like, oh my god, amazing! And the reason they're all like that is because he's dressed exactly the way they are.
Yeah.
It's like your dunk was normal, but you got style, and that they gave him the win and stuff.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen.